Yesterday launched, today I get to play with the car. I have never been this early. Nissan Serena, latest one. Technically speaking, this model was launched in Japan quite a while ago. By quite a while, I mean during MCO lah. Now only we're getting it. But I have to say, I quite like this product. Let's not concentrate so much on the design. If you're going to buy this car, design is not what you're going to look at. But I wanted to show you something. So over here, you can open the glass. Wow, nice. The previous model already has that lah. But they continue with that, which is really good. Now here's where it gets, as an MPV user myself, this thing does something that the Alphard that I have cannot do. The rear row can actually slide forward and backwards, which is quite good. The only downside is when you flip this up, this one, it doesn't go up. Like in an Alphard, it would have solved 15 years ago, which is when you lift it up, it closes. But this one is more like the Fortuner style, where you have to add one more step to close it. But otherwise, pretty decent. You can slide forward and backward for better legroom or better luggage room. You have two powered door, decent. And of course, the seats are not big lah. We are not talking about a large Alphard size MPV. But I have to say, for most Asian sizes, this is decent. More than adequate. And the most important thing is, it can even, well, slide forward, backwards, yes. Tilt, yes. Where is that? Oh, here. Yeah. You can even slide it left and right. Look at that. It's crazy. Leg room, needless to say. Size, no, my ass is not hanging out of the chair.
But the armrest?
Armrest is a bit unfortunate. There's one unfortunate thing. There is no intermediate setting. It's only down or up. A little bit lah. Let's talk about this. Now this is quite good. You can use this for laptop. Maybe a bit small for laptop. But if you put your tab, it's okay. And there is a cup holder. Yeah, two cup holders here. Very nice. Most importantly, they design it in such a way that you cannot break it. Right? Because if you try to break it, it closes. There's altogether 5 specs going on. This is the second from top. So second from top, you do get this, but it's not automated lah. And you can connect to your Wi-Fi. You can tether to your Wi-Fi hotspot. Well, to watch videos and whatnot. Pretty nice. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, yo, ash color wood. Very nice. Oh, look at that. The China effect is spreading to the Japanese. One giant screen. Nice lah. Just accept it. Screen is the future. Yeah. Pretty nice. I'm not going to complain. One thing good, the steering is made of absolutely gorgeous material. Silky smooth Napa leather. And for once, we are not complaining about the leather seats. This is pretty decent quality leather seats.
Look at that. It's creasing like real leather.
Like real? Or could it be real?
It's real.
Real, man. It's nice. Right? Same problem. There is no intermediate setting. It's just up or down. Okay lah. Yeah, small issue lah. You have ADAS.
Yeah.
Full Pro Pilot, which is this button here. So all the bells and whistles you want is right there lah. Quite impressive. But what I wanted to talk about is the drivetrain of this car. This is a 1.4 engine that is not mated to any gearbox, because the engine does not touch any moving parts that move the car. Yeah. This is fundamentally an EV with an emission problem. This is an REEV lah. In a way, it's an REEV, where you have the engine that functions as a dynamo that charges a battery, in this case a very small battery, 1.7 plus kilowatt, quite small, that powers your electric motor. All right. Now, the good thing is it drives like an EV. It absolutely drives like an EV, and anyone who's driven an EV knows this. EV compared to a petrol car is the difference between a caveman and a medieval man in terms of technology. All right, in terms of drive, silky smooth. In terms of NVH, you hear nothing unless you pedal to the metal, so that you forces the engine to work harder to pump out more electricity. All right. Other than that, you will not hear the engine. Exactly like now. You can even go into an EV mode where you force it to rely on the 1.7 kilowatt battery, which will run out very fast lah.
It's mostly for situations like this lah, where you're just waiting in the car.
Correct. All right. So that's a good thing lah. The bad thing is, fundamentally, this is a hack. This is a bit of a cheat because you have emissions. It functions fundamentally from a pollution and emission point of view. It is fundamentally like a petrol car. but more efficient.
More efficient.
Because we are talking about what's the horsepower again?
170 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I remember the torque is 300.
300, yeah. So typical electric car level crazy power.
Yeah.
But the fuel consumption is 100 ringgit, 750 kilo.
They say 800 lah, but
I mean, let's treat it reasonably 750 lah. All right, let's give it a 10% discount. 750 kilo, 100 ringgit for an MPV like this. That's effectively twice as good as an Alpha. I think this aspect needs to be communicated much better. The reason is because this wouldn't have worked in a developed country, because fundamentally the issue is emissions, sending pollution in population area. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And today when I was driving here, pollution is bad. I didn't check the API today, but bad. You can see there is a layer of tint, grey tint over the skyline. Yeah. Maybe Malaysians don't realize this because KL, Klang Valley is only 9 million people. But you go to a city like Shanghai, 20 million, you cannot live like we do. If we live like we do, then the API will be red color every single day. Yeah. You get what I mean? So they control emissions. And in countries that control emission, this doesn't work. Because you're still producing emission everywhere you go. You're bringing it with you. But in Malaysia, we don't care. So you're getting EV without EV problem. And you have a small battery, so you don't have to worry about, 8 years down the road, if battery die, 100,000? No. Maybe 5, maybe 4, maybe 6, I don't know. But around there, typical Japanese 1 point something kilowatt battery. So, technically speaking, you're getting EV without EV problem. It's a hack that not every country can enjoy. And we should enjoy this because EV, in every sense of the way, in terms of driving, is just superior. It's just different technological error. And this is a hack in between that not everyone can enjoy. And we can, and it's not communicated. It's so sad.
Well, it's only been 2 days since the launch, so.
But he's right. It's launched only yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it's launched yesterday, so there is time for Nissan to communicate this. But here's the problem: the Kicks has been launched how long? It was not. I hear some enthusiast voices, and I appreciate them, and they share with me, especially in the video I talk about REV versus PHEV. Yeah. While I disagree from an engineering point of view, but user point of view is a different thing. I agree with you, or from a user point of view, who cares about 100 kg extra weight, right? Yeah. My fat is 100 kg, 2 fat guy here is equivalent to 100 kg weight. So I agree, REV makes a lot of sense. And something like this, you get to enjoy EV without the problem.